microphonium.
Wow, all right, sounds very good. Trying to think, I think the stock mic with mine was a +3, Turner +3, but I believe that is probably a better choice for that radio. And is it the Guardian? Is it a Guardian 23, or is it just the Guardian that you have? I didn't know if there was a difference between one or the other.
My error, it is the Guardian 23.
Okay, I'm only asking because I thought maybe there was a different one. All right, well, I'm familiar with that radio. I really like the clean lines and the clean little horizontal and vertical lines, and the way they got everything partitioned. I guess that the one drawback, and I'm sure you probably agree with me on this, is the size of the non-illuminated S-meter.
Yes, it's almost like they chose to make it very unobtrusive, tried to make it look like something that would belong in the living room for radio, AM radio type broadcast enjoyment.
Yeah, the radio has very contemporary lines, and I think in doing so, in the contemporary look where you have symmetry, without the radio in front of me, I guess on the right side it was the modulation light, and whatever that size of that little orange light was is in symmetrical on the left side, I guess, is where the meter is. On the right side, the modulation, and so they cut out the same size hole and got a meter to fit in there. But even if they would have illuminated the thing, might help out a bit. But a great receiver, got the RF gain control, which I like, and a tone control, and I think it's got some other something in the back, like a carrier adjustment or something. But it does sound good. Give us another transmission.
If I recall correctly, there is a plate load and tune adjustment, respectively, on the back of the radio, so that you can load and tune the radio.
All right. Well, in the next week or two, I'm going to have to put mine back out here. It really sounds good. The audio really. I don't think mine sounds that good. Really good lows and good highs, and very, very crystal clear without any mushiness whatsoever. Pearson Simpson Guardian 23. I think that one could be a daily driver. Your radio number 10 at 9:15, and we'll go back to you, Phil, for another transmission on what did you call it? Pierce Simpsonian, a Guardian. You had that. I don't know. I can't remember what you said, but it was funny.
Well, it's a Pierce Simpson, courtesy of the Simpsonian Institute of Radio Arts and Sciences. At any rate, yes, it is a very, very nice radio, and the audio is good. I enjoy it. It does have a few crystals missing, but the most important crystal is the one that's functioning at this point in time. Thank you, Dennis, and back to OTR.
Yes, from the Simpsonian Institute of Radio Technology. All right, very good. This radio's hanging in there a little bit tonight. I think I've got some grounding issues on the microphone, but yes. Glow-in-the-dark radios, you gotta love them. That's why we've been here for 26 years. We're going on our 26th year, because the tube radio operators out there who amass their big collections, or maybe they only have one radio, but whatever. We appreciate when they drive it in and park it on our channel here for a little bit and take a transmission. OTR standing by.
Yeah, Dennis, I unhooked all the coax and bring it in here to the inside where I can listen to the radio in the house that's sitting out there now. I have my radio still on after I unplugged the coax. I still hear you.
Wait a minute, you can hear me even with the radio off?
No, I unplugged the coax from my other radio out there. The one that I was talking to you there on the last one. I unplugged the coax, I carried it all the way in here in the house, went back out there, radio was still on. Still hear you talking.
Wow, all right. Well, I'm not sure that speaks well for my transmitter. It probably speaks even better for your receiver.
Well, one and two, man, you sounded real good on on it with no antenna.
All right, well, that's the trick. A lot of people have told me a similar thing. They said, you know, if you take the antenna off your radio, it's amazing how good you sound. But you're the first one who's actually taken the antenna off their radio to make me sound good.
Well, you always sound good, Dennis.
All right, well, we try. We're running vintage tube radio tonight. We're hoping it'll hang in there for us for another 40 minutes or so. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and check it in, because we have not had a helicopters come by tonight. I know we had one last week when Jerry checked in the not the Citiphone, but the little phone. This is a helicopters Hotel Tango 37 transmitter. It's I'm doing a separate transmitter receiver thing tonight, but we're only checking in the transmitter here. 18 tubes and about 80 pounds, thanks to the I guess the power transformer and the modulation transformer. Tuned up to on or near 111. Yeah, on or near, maybe a little high, but still within the 700 cycle limit on 27085. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 knobs. And this radio also does sideband. It does phase modulated sideband, meaning you have to null out. You've got two controls to null out the AM carrier. And I was going to try an experiment here. I'm going to flip, undo the transmitter. We're going to flip back to sideband, but I'm going to insert the carrier and see what happens, Jerry.
All right. Now here's some carrier inserted, and a little bit more carrier. We're on the sideband. We're on the double sideband one right now, and we're phasing. We're doing a little phasing already, but it probably sounds a lot like sideband. But there we go. Kind of missteering the phase on the sideband, but you can do that kind of like the Siltronics. Let me before I roll this thing, let me go back over to the AM mode.
Radio test, and there you go. And now we're back into the proper phased AM mode on the Helicrafters. The old Tube Radio Network is listening.
Sounded real good on the upper side of sideband.
Yeah, this is a double sideband transmitter. So I was on the upper side on the I guess actually it was. Yeah, I was on upper side, but I do believe this is. I don't want to say it's a double sideband unit, but I was on a USB mode there. But yeah, the phase modulation really, I don't think it runs through any filtering, and so it has some very good audio fidelity on the sideband.
Yeah, I know. I tuned to you up there on the upper side. Really, it actually had a good sound. I mean, it sounded just almost like AM.